Thank you. It's back with the Seabolts. We're doing another review. I want to say, first of all, I apologize about the background. We were under construction here in the backyard. We'll be showing a video of that sometime down the road. But I was so lucky, so grateful, so thankful. My jaw hit the floor. My dad and my brother came by and surprised me with this present right here. Mainly because I was shopping for grills. So I just want to let you know, Dad, Casey, yeah, I'm still speechless. Okay, so what we got, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. We got to go ahead and christen this thing in. We got some meat we're going to smoke tonight. What I got from them is the Traeger 885 Ironwood with basically my shelf, all my stuff built in, Wi-Fi. We got our Wi-Fi controller over here. We're basically gonna start this baby up tonight, christen it, get it all seasoned in, so then later in about a couple hours I can put some meat on this bad boy and try it out. It's only about 50-some degrees tonight. It's not gonna get out of freezing, so we'll be all right. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get this thing rolling. Yeah, I had to go ahead and rotate this or like slide it over a little bit so I could get it going. I really don't need the meat thermometer, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out because this isn't really needed right now because we're not going to have any meat inside. I don't want anything getting damaged. So go ahead and take that out. Pretty much like I said, what I'm going to be doing is just christening this puppy up. So I'll keep this over here until I get the meat basically on it and be getting burnt. Go ahead and turn her on. This thing is awesome. So we're gonna go through here and we're gonna basically do some stuff. We're gonna go menu, and then we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna go to the auger. Okay, so we want to prime the auger, so I guess obviously that's what we're gonna do. We got pellets in it already. I got some wood pellets in here that was given to me by my brother, something that he had to dump out. So we'll go ahead and try to prime it. Right, so we're gonna prime the auger, and it literally should be priming right now. All right, so right now what's happening is we're not actually igniting it. You have to prime the auger, and what the priming the auger does is it has a tube where these pellets go, and it has a big corkscrew. And what it does is that actually starts to rotate, and it actually starts to put pellets into like a little canister. Okay, so what I can do is I can show you, just in case anybody's wondering what's going on. When it's also a good thing to actually look. So if you look on the far side of that, you can actually see the corkscrew spinning. We're waiting for pellets to go ahead and start to come through here. That way we know we have fuel or material. You know, you have fuel, you either have gas, you have charcoal, you have wood, however you're gonna basically burn or smoke your stuff, or whatever source you're using for heat. Right, so here comes our first pellets. Okay, very exciting, right? I can't wait, man. So it's gonna go ahead and get in there. That little other tab that's down there, you see at the bottom, the little bar right here, this is your igniter. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna fill this cup up right here for about 2 minutes. It has a timer that pretty much does that. So it must have sensed that there's something in here, or maybe the auger stopped. Let's see. Priming complete. Okay, so it's now primed. Right, so now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna say done, right? Okay, so now we're gonna wanna we wanna ignite it, right? Igniting, right? So now, there it comes. What you're gonna see is it's gonna continue rotating, and that little thing that's on the outside, that little piece at the bottom that you see, that little screw that's sticking out here, it's gonna start burning those. So now I can pretty much try to go ahead and turn up the temperature. So I'm gonna turn up the temperature. Let's go ahead and turn it up to like 250. You can see it starting right now. That little rod down there gets hot. Here comes your smoke, right? It's gonna go ahead and keep burning that. It's gonna tell you that it's gonna know if there's pellets there or not. It just takes a little while to do that. Just be patient. We need to close it up.
Go.
Something else you need to make sure of. You need to keep an eye out on this. Basically, this is your indicator for your heat inside. So that's going to be something that you have to watch out for. Don't smack that with anything because it can damage the temperature actually on your thing. So look, you can see we got a good flame rolling down here now, right? Getting a good smoke going. I'm going to put my grill back in so I don't have to worry about this when it's too hot. This guy slides in. I believe so, like this. So now I got it in here. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get this bad boy up. We're gonna go ahead and set it to about, let's say about 3. I don't wanna get too hot, but I wanna get it hot enough that I can cook off any oils. So I'm probably gonna take it to about 300. Because it'll go up to 5, but I don't want to take it there because it'll bake some of the paint and stuff like that maybe. You know, first go around, but I'm just going to try to christen it. So now we're going to go ahead and close this up. Something cool about these, it doesn't have a stack. What it does is if you want to come around the back side with me on this side, I'll show you what it has. This is actually called a recirculator. So what it does is the smoke actually swirls inside of here, penetrating your meat. So as it's basically doing that, and then it exits its way out of this little vent. Most smokers have like a stack with a little cap on top of it, and you can adjust that. This thing is it's a recirculating grill, as well as this is where when you're cooking your meat, this actually will be what's catching your grease. So when you basically come out here, they give you these cool little things where you can put these in here and then it'll catch the grease and you can throw these away and buy other little tins. But the grease on that tray will come across here and drip out into here. So you don't get a bunch of grease in the bottom of your actual grill. It's supposed to just come right across that plate, which is right here. This plate right here, any drippings will go there and down into that little tray and out into that little bucket. So, like I said, one of the great things about them is basically the fact that, you know, it's pretty much like it takes all the fuss out of grilling. Anybody can, if you buy a Traeger, first of all, I want to say customer service was amazing. First time I've ever called, and they tell me that they work from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. That kind of surprised me a little bit because I was like, wow, you know, that's like a lot of hours, you know. I mean, you guys are just here for me all the time if I ever have any issues. That was one thing that I really liked about it. I did buy this separately. I was gonna say this was separate. This table, as well as the cover that was on it, as well as I got some more of the grease stripping trays. But the one thing I want to tell you guys about it is the reason why everybody wants this is the app. So I just want to tell you about the app, right? This thing, you know, it's Wi-Fi. So what happens is you can do this anywhere. Like if you're at your work and you want to set a piece of meat, you can pretty much monitor it. You can monitor the internal temperature of the grill. You can monitor the internal temperature of the meat. What that does is it actually, you know, allows you to go do other things rather than sitting here and babysitting your food that you're cooking. That's amazing. I love this thing. I'm gonna tell you, man, the recipes, they have recipes. So one of the things I want to show you is recipes. You basically can choose what type of protein you're gonna use, whether it's vegetables or plant. Obviously you have to download Traeger.com, and then you put in your serial number and everything, and it lets you get into the actual app. So one thing I forgot, which my beautiful wife reminded me because she loves this fact. You can actually select, like, let's say not your mama's meatloaf, right? We're gonna select not your mama's meatloaf. Now, all you have to do is it tells you prep time 15 minutes, cook time 2 hours, right? Pellets, they want you to use apple. right? So you have to, have your apple pellets ready, drain your pellets, which I can also show you that. I need to go over that. The effort is only the 2 flame. And then what you can do is it tells you ingredients or anything like that. If you want to go down, it tells you what you need to basically use in the ingredients, what type of glaze, you're going to put on the actual meat. And all you do is you hit make it now. When you hit make it now, it goes directly to your Traeger right here, right? It goes right there and tells you that you're going to make this. It's going to heat it to the internal temperature that it wants. So if you want to say right now, make it now, it's going to take it to 238 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't have my probe in, so it can't really tell me what the meat is, and it's going to start the time, right? And it's going to tell you it's going to take 2 hours. And if for any reason that you want to figure out what the meat temperature is, you can go back to your grill, right? And you can verify what the meat temperature is, what the internal temperature of the grill is, right? This is the probe, this is your meat, this is your grill, right? It says the percentage of your pellets that's available and your goal time of how long you're going to be doing this. So if you set a timer or anything else like that, as well as they have all these other little buttons. If you just want to keep it warm, you can keep it warm. If you want to add that extra texture of smoke, you just super smoke. Like I said, this is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. I mean, I literally, besides your first car or something else like that, I feel like this is just like, this is amazing. I mean, I can't even go into how like awesome this thing is. If you don't own one, I'm serious, you better look into buying one, because I mean, this takes grilling, smoking. I mean, it can do all kinds of stuff. I mean, it goes up to 500 degrees. You could bake with it, if you really wanted to. You could do anything. I mean, you could add smoke to it, but you also can get it at a hot enough temperature where it's not going to smoke. You smoke more at a low temperature. Like I said, we talked about apple pellets and pecan pellets. I wanted to show you something real quick. We can come over here. So if you need to dump your pellets, this is a little quick dump. If I take this off, it's going to allow me to basically dump the pellets in here. Right now I think it's hickory. The hickory basically pellets to be dumped. I could add pecan, apple, maple. They have different style of basic pellets that you basically can buy out there, which obviously I'm going to be investing in some pellets. But today we got, this is pretty much what it looks like. We'll come to you in this bag. We got basically a hardwood. This is pellets, and this is a premium bag, and I think this is mixed. Yeah, this is hickory maple. This is hickory maple cherry. So it's a mix. So that's pretty much what we're going to be using to smoke our brisket with. So we're going to give it a three round flavor. Really get that flavor in there, and we'll see what we got out of it. We're out here. It's cold. We got our meat. All right, got it set. It was at 305. I opened up the door, went down 294, just to check, make sure everything was still going. Got an alert, 25% on my pellets left, so I figured we're gonna come down here, we're gonna get it smoking, and go from there. So, should have been christened by now. It's probably been about 2 hours almost. I've been pretty much having this thing at almost 300 degrees. So I figured that, anything that's there should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and probe this bad boy. Get it up here in the middle. All right, good, pretty good. I'll pull some of this slack back just so we got it outside so I don't get hung on anything. I'm gonna push it up in here. Set it in. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna use this for the time. It says 9 hours. It says hickory. We got the hickory, maple, whatever, pellets. This is something we're just trying for the first time. Prep time 20 minutes. We didn't use their recipe. We made our own recipe, so which I cannot share with you. It's top secret. So anyway, I'll be out here cleaning up some stuff. Obviously, it's got garlic in it, but anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and hit make it now, right? And it's gonna say, would you like to use? Yep, I'd like to use this Traeger. Okay, so now it's going to tell me that it's basically 25% remaining. The goal is 305. Okay, we're going to begin the cook. Right now, it should change everything. Okay, so the goal is 225. So it's going to bring the temperature down to 225. right? That's
and
gonna.
You see, you got a notification too.
Yeah.
When you sent that.
Yes.
And then it went to this one. It says Traeger barbecue brisket. So the recipe that he's trying to use here for the time was sent to this one. So it says in here that's the recipe that he actually selected.
Now it tells you pretty much meat probe wise, because we had it sitting out on the. We took it out of the refrigerator to kind of try to bring it to like room temperature almost. So the meat was still at 55 degrees when we brought it down here. Our goal is to get 160 internal temperature. That's our goal, right? So once we get to that, then we're gonna go through another little step and we'll basically walk you through that. Right now, what I gotta do is I really gotta try. It's gonna come down to 225. It's at 294, so it's dropping. It'll start dropping down. But right now we gotta work on the pellets. Pellets 25%, so we're gonna go ahead and open up the bag and stock some more pellets. So here we go. Like I said, we got this bag of pellets here, or whatever, and you can see down in here how much we got left. That's what it's calling 25%. Like I said, that was 20 pounds. You know, we got it basically here. It's going to tell you it's full. This is our little indicator here at the top. This will indicate how many pellets you got. And when it says that, that's what it is. So right here, come back over here. It tells you pellets remaining, 100%. So now we're at 100% of the pellets. Temperature's still dropping. We went from about 294 to 288. It's going to bring it down slow. It's not going to basically just drop it like a rock. Okay. So what you got to do basically when you want to cook a brisket, it's 4:30 in the morning. All right, we're up. We've been doing this and it's been smoking for 8 hours. Okay, this is the real deal. So I'll pull this bad boy out. We've got an internal temperature that's good. Pull my probe real quick. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna try to savor all that juice. Look at that juice, man. This bad boy is just gonna go in here on my tinfoil.
This is just a substitute. The foil.
The butcher paper.
Yeah, you're supposed to use a butcher paper, but we don't have that one yet.
So now what has to happen here is I actually have to wrap it.
That smells good.
Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this bad boy back in. Anyway, so the reason why you wrap it, right, is what we're trying to do is now we've gotten our outside edge, and now the flavor is inside the meat. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sweat the meat, right? We're gonna make the meat sweat. So now everything's gonna sweat, and all the outside edge is gonna be soft. Right, so we want it to be like butter, right? So we're gonna wrap it in tin foil. After we wrap it in tin foil, or butcher paper. It's supposed to be butcher paper is better, actually. So I mean, if you got the money, spend the money on butcher paper. Tin foil is just a substitute. You know, and definitely wrap it like I did, like make a, fold it over and roll it up in it. Set it up on top of it. I put it. It was down on the fat side. I put the fat side up now. Basically let it kind of drip back down into it. I'm gonna wait for us to get to about 200 and 205 207 degrees. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some more tricks that everybody else has taught us, and we're gonna basically pull it off, let it rest for 30 minutes, wrap it in cellophane. If we got to throw it in a cooler, get it cooled down enough or whatever, we'll just turn the grill off. We'll throw it out here. We'll just let it sit for about another hour after that. So, looking at about an hour and a half rest time with the cellophane, suffocating it up, and then we'll be ready to eat after that. And I'm telling you, it'll be well worth the wait. Okay, sorry. I We had cooked a brisket, and we didn't actually get back to actually talk about it or show you the actual end product. So what we did, you know, I'm just gonna have to tell you everything turned out good. It was great. We really enjoyed it. I wish I could have basically shown it to you, but we had some other conflictions in time stuff that we had to do, so that's kind of what pulled us away from basically being able to make a video. So we pretty much had to get it up, get it there, and we had other things we had to take care of, run some errands, and take care of some other stuff. So I apologize. Next cook that I basically do, I'll go ahead and I'll show you basically the end product. Like I said, it was great. The Traeger definitely did its job. You know, we used the right seasonings and everything else like that. Perfect cook. So next time we'll show you the end result. But yeah, like I said, it was really good. So I will try to get back with you if we have any anything else or any questions about it from what we basically showed before. Just go ahead and let me know. Send us an email, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, check that box, and that's it. That's all I got. So thanks for watching the Seabolt Family, and we'll be back with our next one. Thanks.